Hey, good evening, everyone. So, I think it is day 24 of 75 Hard, which is awesome. I think I missed a couple videos too. I'm not gonna go back and do them, but um, I'm very happy that those aren't part of the 75 Hard challenge, otherwise I'd be starting over. And I don't want to start over. So, I've been completing all of the required things for 75 Hard. The videos are just bonus. So I'm recovering from my sickness. I had a lot more energy today, but I'm still like lots of craziness all up in my sinuses still. So it's hampering me a little bit. I did a lot of thinking today about and research about the carnivore diet and if this is the best possible diet for me to be on. Now, it's not so detrimental that I'm going to hop off of it. I'm going to stay on the carnivore diet because that was the commitment I made and because it's not bad. But when we finish 75 hard, I am going to switch to actually tracking my macronutrients and doing it properly for a lean bulk. Try and gain some extra strength, try and put some muscle on. Yeah, that's it about physically. As far as how things are going emotionally and mentally, as I'm reading more, I got to a part of a chapter which is really interesting. It said, "How do you view yourself?" Or my wife is reading a totally different book, but it basically asks the same question: what lies do you believe from your past? The book I'm on is trying to ask about like, who are you based on what you think of your past? So for me specifically, I feel like I'm being judged all the time. And that comes from a lot of different areas, but it's like I feel like I have to do better, and people need to look at me and see that I'm trying my hardest. And if they don't get that, then they probably just don't understand what my point of view is, or how hard I'm trying, or anything like that. I think like one of the most controversial ones is like if I say that I'm pro-life, then people think I'm terrible to women and I'm an awful person. And if I say I'm pro-choice, then people think that I'm all about killing babies. And in all honesty, my personal view on that, and I'm gonna actually do what my problem is I'm gonna explain it to you in the best way I can, so you can see my point of view. That way, you'll stop judging me. I think that anybody who truly believes that life begins at conception should be 100% against abortion, because they believe life, it's a human life, and if you're for a choice of killing a human life, then you should be for a choice of killing any human life. That goes all the way up to an infant, a toddler, me, an old person, and we put Dr. Kevorkian in jail. So I'm going to say right now, if you believe that it's a human life right from conception, you have to be against abortion. That's it. If you don't believe that, and you look at the massive consequences that can take place to a woman's body, to the repercussions of finances. I have 5 kids. I know they can be extremely expensive, and they're very taxing, and I love my kids. That's why I wanted them. But for somebody who doesn't want kids and isn't prepared for kids, and emotionally or financially or physically, if they really truly believe it's just like removing a cyst, then it doesn't make any sense to be pro-choice at all. So I can totally see both sides of it, and I feel like everybody should. And so I feel like I'll hold back and I won't give my actual opinion, and I won't be myself around people because I'm afraid that they'll jump to a conclusion and judge me right away, and I just hate being judged. But that's because I viewed my past the way I viewed my past. It may be accurate, it may not be accurate. Actually, it's probably not accurate. That's one of the craziest things about the human brain. The way we remember things, we remember our last memory of our last memory. So we're constantly, like, what actually happened in the past isn't really real. I'll just jump into this real quick, 'cause I know this video is getting long, but there was a study where they took a bunch of people and they randomly selected these people and they hiked them through a trail in the woods. It was a guided hike. And on purpose, they set up these yellow police tape lines, and they had these guys in suits, like dark sunglasses and the earpieces and everything, and they looked like they were CIA, FBI, something, but they didn't say anything. And there was just a few guys standing there, and they basically walked up to the edge of the trail where the yellow tape was and said, "Guys, please keep moving, keep moving," and just that's it. That's all it was. They interviewed each of the hikers about 5 years later, and some of them were adamant that they saw a UFO. Other ones were sure that they saw there was definitely a murder in the woods and they had seen body parts, and just your brain goes all over the place. But each one had a totally different story. And the truth is, because we have it on video and we know for sure, is there were two guys dressed up as agents with yellow tape. That's it. That's all there was. So what do we have in our brains that are keeping us from reaching our potential, from pursuing our maximum, effort? And for me, it's definitely judgment. There would be a lot more that I would do if I didn't feel like I was going to be judged. And now that I know that, now that I see that, now I can recognize that, I can take a hold of my decisions and say, I'm going to do this, and I'll probably get judged, or I might get judged, or I'll feel like I'm getting judged, whether I am or not. But is it worth doing this anyway? And it gives me the upper hand on my subconscious. So cool stuff. Lots of fun today. Hopefully this cold goes away soon. And yeah, lovely weather we're having, huh? For anybody who watches this later on, I'm living in New England and it is snowing. March 24th, complete snow, icy driveways. It was insane, but hey, it's not that bad.